obviously there's a lot going on around the game tonight. What do you think going in with the whole DeMar coming back?
I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of high emotions for him, being back in the atmosphere that he's been in for many years, friends and family and the fans. So, and he's going to probably perform well. But for us, we're just focused on us and getting better. Obviously, we want the game to go better than it did the first time we saw them. And we all would like to play better individually and as a group. So, getting ready for the playoffs. This is, the last third of the season or last quarter of the season. We really want to continue to get better and move in the right direction and gel with the new guys we have on our team. It seems like every other day we have a new face in the locker room. So hopefully we keep this group together and keep them gelling and doing the right things.
I mean, down there for that game in San Antonio, you talked about your excitement going back there. Is there still a special feeling when they come here and you face your former team?
I think it's a little different. I said, going back to that building, a building I've been in for so many years, I'm sure he's going to have the same feeling when he walks into this building. But yeah, definitely playing against your old team is always has some type of little bit of meaning. It's a regular season game though. Tickets are ridiculous. Yeah, you want to do well, but it's a lot different being here than it was in that building.
Did you find it a little bit overwhelming in San Antonio, personally?
All
the pregame stuff?
I guess you could say that in retrospect, given the outcome. You didn't play well, I didn't play well. I mean, but it was great to see a lot of friends, family, and the fans still show love to most of us. It's part of the game, and whether it's regular season or playoffs, emotions are what makes the game fun. So hopefully tonight will be a fun one.
I don't know if you answered this one already. What do you think the emotions going to be like for DeMar? I mean, you were in this situation.
So I said him being here, he's obviously going to come in, wanting to perform well. He's going to do well, and hopefully, it's a little bit of added pressure. It could be overwhelming, but being here for so long, being in this building, it's going to be a little weird, I'm sure, being on the other side of the locker room or in a different part of the building. And, playing against your former team where the fans aren't necessarily cheering for you. So it's going to be interesting. But those things, those parts of the business, parts of the game, makes it interesting and fun. That's why everybody's making such a big deal out of it and charging so much for a ticket tonight.
You said it was like you related it to like maybe a girlfriend breaking up. You moved on, she moved on. But I feel like it's like one of those ones where y'all see each other for the first time and your heart jumps.
For sure. It was a pretty good analogy. I mean, DeMar has grown on and off the court, and he's said some really good things, about that team there and the organization here, and comparing his feelings, his emotions of when he left and how he wasn't happy about it. But I knew once he got there, he would be fine, and the fans and the city and the organization would embrace him. But I guess you can compare it to that, seeing an ex that probably didn't go well for the first time, and pretty soon actually, it wasn't years later we got time to move on. So only a couple months later, but I said either way, I think he's going to want to perform well. We're going to want to perform well. Both teams are going to be very competitive. It's going to be a high atmosphere game, and after the break, which is going to be interesting as well, might start off a little sloppy. I'm sure both teams wish it wasn't right after the break, but hopefully home court advantage will help us tonight.
So after all the games you've played in, all these guys have played in from the time you were kids,
yeah.
It's kind of amazing that the emotion of a building, the emotion of a moment can still affect you, right?
For sure. Emotion affects everyone. Not everyone, but most people, most normal people who have emotions, it does affect you, and that's why they try to eliminate distractions. They try to eliminate, the emotions out of, and so you're focused in. Obviously, you want the good emotion, the positive vibes, to make you play better and play confidently. But emotions are tricky. They can make you, sometimes they help you, play emotional and passionate. Sometimes they hurt you and get you out of your game. So hopefully for us, the emotions and the atmosphere, it helps us in our favor tonight.
Just want to follow up on what you said about they don't affect everyone. Kawhi said they don't affect him at all yesterday.
You could tell. You could tell. He's not an emotional guy. He's a very even-keeled guy. So that's why he's special. That's why he's a superstar. That's why I said most guys. The superstars, the really great ones, the really good ones, they do the same regardless of atmosphere, situation. they perform at a high level. And I expect and hope that he'll come out tonight and do what we need him to do for us, and he has done for us this whole season. And going to the playoffs which has helped our team get better and help himself get back to that place where he was a couple years ago.
Do you think he's being 100% real on that though? Think he don't care at all?
You'd have to ask him.
You know him.
I know him, but it's hard to ever really tell. As much as you really think you know someone, you don't really know what's going on in their head. But I think for everyone, there's always some little bit, whether it may not be a lot, but I think there's some little bit of care, of wanting. He just wants to play well regardless. Obviously, any team he wants to play well. Obviously, against his former team, I'm sure he's going to want to, play well, especially for this game. So.
But you've seen him raise the level of his game. Like that championship run, I mean,
for sure.
Did you not see a different level there for him?
I just think it was the growth of him. It wasn't necessarily of him up in his intensity. His intensity was there throughout. He just became a better player over the years. And that championship run, the year previous, he wasn't really Kawhi Leonard then. He played well. And even the championship year, he still wasn't, Kawhi Leonard. He played well, had a great playoff series. But the following year, he came back and just his game, had grown so much in terms of being such an offensive threat. Obviously, he's great defensively. But I think just the growth of his game throughout that season and from the past season had helped him be ready for that moment and play at the level he played at and be a Finals MVP.
Danny, you touched on all the new faces coming in. Mm-hmm. Why do you think, with the guys that you brought in now with Joey, why do you think it will work?
The simple fact that we have some proven veterans that have been in those situations and added some good proven veterans that will help us gel better. Marcus All being number one. That guy is a very high IQ big man who's been in the playoffs multiple times and very proven. And I think he'll help our team tremendously with gelling. And Jeremy Lin's another. He's definitely been in this league long enough and has proven himself. And another high IQ player. So with those two guys alone, I think it'll help our team tremendously IQ-wise. And they're also great locker room guys and leaders, so it'll help us gel even faster. Even though they don't know much what's going on right now, they're learning quickly. And they're receptive to criticism and receptive to learning our system and helping each other and allowing us to help them. Thank you guys.
So did you see Kyle last night?
Yeah, I seen Kyle. I looked in the mirror last night. I looked in the mirror a few times last night.
Did you see DeMar last night?
Yeah. We got dinner, hung out. It's a normal day for me and whatever. It's a good day.
What was it like seeing your friend back into the circumstances?
It's normal. I've seen him before in San Antonio. We had dinner. I talk to him every day, so it's not like it's I see him every day. That's why they call it FaceTime. I'm being honest with you. FaceTime, we talk all the time, and it's just good to have him in person, have dinner, and but right now he's the enemy. You know what I mean? So it's time to go to work. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. Have an opportunity to play against him. I haven't played against him in 7 years, and it'll be fun.
Hey Kyle, it's not often, as you just said, that the enemy, especially in this city, gets a hero's welcome.
Yeah.
I would anticipate it's going to be pretty special tonight.
Over under 2.5 on a standing ovation. I'm going to take the over. But I think it's well deserved. What he's done for the city, what the fans appreciate it by him. It should be celebrated. But for us as internally as our team, we got to go out here and win this game.
For you, like from inside, why do you think this city connected with DeMar the way it did?
He was here since he was a kid. He committed to the city long term. He embraced it as home. He did a lot for the community. He did things that when you're here for a certain amount of time, that it's kind of a given that this is kind of a second home, and I think that's what the city appreciated about him.
Why did you guys? I remember listening to him on a podcast saying you guys didn't hit it off like right away.
Yeah.
Why did
it wasn't hitting off. It just we didn't talk. It was a situation where I came in here and I was like, I got 2 years here and I'm out. It was that, and he had his friends, and it just doesn't. You just don't force. It just happens, and that's how you're a brother. You're together more than my family. I see my family because you're around each other as teammates all day.
But why did you and DeMar end up connecting?
We don't know. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. That's why it's genuine.
What about him kind of makes you feel like just comfortable with him?
I don't really like him. That's probably why. Listen, when you meet certain people in this world, and you're brought together by basketball, and you're brought together, you don't have a certain reason on why or this or that. It just happens. And
It just feels right?
it is what it is. You can talk about everything. You can watch TV. You can not talk and still be on the same page. And, you got families, you got kids, you got all type of things that all go into that. It just brings together a bond.
With Mark and Jeremy and
Yeah.
Cody Meeks, you have the task of kind of meshing all these guys together. How do you approach that? Do you like that? Do you think it's a challenge?
I don't mind it. I think it's very simple and very easy because you got 3 professional guys coming in, 3 veteran guys of the NBA. They're all it's all one goal. So I think it's pretty easy, and it's more about helping them understand or know why or what's this or what to look for. It's nothing about meshing because they want to fit in, they want to win, and it's going to happen.
But again, you lose Fred now for
Yeah.
maybe a month. You ever wonder what the hell's going on this year? You can't get
Something in the
everybody-
water, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Man, it is what it is. We don't complain about the injuries. We don't say, oh, this or that. We just go out there and step up. And we've done that for years.
It's good to have a veteran like Jeremy to fill in.
Yeah,
that
I
role.
mean, it's great. Jeremy's going to do a great job. He's going to be fantastic for us and trying to, I told him last game, just be aggressive. And that's the one thing about it is, Mark, Jeremy, be aggressive. We're a very good team. We're very good guys. We don't have any, crazy egos and say, oh, no, we go out there and try to win games no matter what it takes.
You probably can't pick one, but what are some of your favorite memories of tomorrow?
Can't pick one. Appreciate that answer from you, Bruce. Thank you.
But what are some of the things that kind of you treasure from that?
It's a I'm gonna say long-term friendship, man. It's a lifelong friend. Like I said, one day when we retire, we'll be hanging out on the porch drinking lemonade together one day. That's what you cherish about the friendship.
Kyle, on the court,
Yes.
you guys in a lot of ways are very different types of players. Why do you think you complemented each other so well?
I don't know. He was the guy that we went to, and he's became a heck of a basketball player, and I was the guy that just kept pushing him to get better and try to push himself to the limit. Things didn't work out. We didn't win a championship here. It is what it is. He's in a situation where he's playing well. We're playing well. We're trying to win a championship. He's trying to win a championship. I wish him the best, for his individual and for his team. But we have a goal in our hands, and that's where it really matters right now.
You said when you got here, you thought you'd be 2 and out.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd had you bounced around just a little bit in your career.
Yeah.
DeMar, his first few years here, it didn't really catch, right? Like he didn't kind of get to where he eventually got to.
Yeah.
When you look back at what you guys did manage to accomplish in the context of this franchise didn't have a lot of success before you got here.
Yeah.
What about? Are you proud of that? Like, can you put into words what you guys managed to do in the context of the Raptors? Right?
We'll talk about that when we're long gone and retired. Right now, it's just about we're living in the moment. I can't think about what I did and what I've done. I want to play my game and appreciate the game that I'm doing right now. When I'm done and retired and hanging out, I'll look back at all the accomplishments, the things we've done, the type of things we did for the franchise, turn around, whatever it is. I'll look back at that time and say, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. But right now, I'm still in the midst of my career. I'm still playing well. I'm still going out here doing what I got to do, and I still got a lot more to give. So that's the more important thing right now. You think about the future and the past when you're done and you chilling.
Have you carved out a plan with Alex about your back and to stay?
No, we've been working on it. We've been working on it. I've been pretty healthy. I've been really good. My back's responded well. It is what it is. We're pretty good. You haven't had any.
You gotta stay right on top of it. Right?
We're good. We're good. I'll tell you, when I say we good, we good.
You good?
When I say we good, that means we good, right?
Was there a moment in the last kind of month or so where you felt like it kind of got to a point where it was where you wanted to be?
Nah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, I didn't answer your question, but yes, it's definitely where I wanted to be. It could always be better, but for right now, you just take every measurement that you need to make sure that it stays consistently good. I'm at a point where I'm very, very, very comfortable in where I am, and just staying at this point and getting better is the only thing to worry about.
Coach, you said there was a point in time where you started to change your mind about being here. How much was DeMar a factor in that?
Somewhat of it, but it's here and gone. You could have asked me that question years ago. I'm here now.
If you win tonight,
it's a win. That's all that matters. You know that. Come on, a win is a win. All I care about is a win. That's all I care about. There's no bragging rights or nothing. I already knew you was going with that. No, there's no bragging rights. There's a win is a win.
You won't give him a hard time?
Nah, it's a one game. It's one game. You know what I mean? It's just we got 23 left, and to build something for our team and to reach our goal.
Last night, DeMar said he was hoping you'd bring him some food.
We went to dinner, yeah.
You did?
No, we went to dinner. He paid. That's all that matters. Yeah, you know, his American dollar is really strong right now, so he took advantage of it. It's cool.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.